welcome to Yoga with Jess. So if you just start with your legs crossed and just relax your body and just slowly close your eyes. We're going to take a few deep breaths here. Now with your eyes closed, just breathe in and reach your hands up to the ceiling. Palms touch and breathe out, bring your hands down to heart center. And again, breathing in up to the ceiling. Palms touch and breathing out, hands down to heart center. Now slowly place your hands on your knees or in lotus position and let's just hold for one moment. Let's be present in this minute. Let any thoughts and feelings go as you completely relax and focus on the only moment that is relevant and important right now. And take a couple more breaths. And let's begin. So we're going to start by slowly rolling the head in one direction. Feel the stretch in your neck at the back and the sides. And slowly make those full circles. And stop. And the other direction. And a couple more. And stop in center. And breathing up to the sky. Breathe in, palms touch, down heart center. Breathing up to the sky, breathe in, palms touch, down to heart center. This time reaching up to the sky, and we're going to take that hand and pull our head over to the first side. Feel the stretch in the side of your neck as you flex the hand towards the floor. And hold. And just breathe into that stretch. And now slowly let your head roll forward so you feel the stretch in the back of your neck. Remember to keep the lower hand flexed. And 3, 2, 1, and roll it out in half circles. And now we're going to do the other side. Head to center, breathing up, hands touch, and we're going to pull the head over to the other side. Feel that stretch in the side of your neck. Keeping that bottom hand flexed. And breathe. Now slowly roll your head slightly forward so the stretch moves to the back of the neck. And just breathe here. And 3, 2, 1, and roll that neck out, half circles, ear to shoulder and the chin along the chest. And a couple more. And shake it out in the center. We're going to breathe in again. Breathe in. Hands touch at the top. And this time lean over to one side, feeling the stretch in the side of your body. And breathe here. Two more deep breaths. And one more. And push yourself that little bit further and back to center. Breathing in up to the top. Hands touch and over to the second side. Feel that stretch in your side all along your body. And breathe. And two more deep breaths. And one more as we push that a little bit further and back to the center. Now taking a few shoulder rolls, go forward, pull them back down your spine and back. Forward, back and down. Two more. Forward, back and down. Forward, back and down. And give it a shake off. We're going to place our hands in front and come onto our knees. just like so. I'm going to face the side. So on our knees, we're going to go into tabletop position. From here, we're just going to start to activate the abs and a little bit of the legs. So tuck your toes, and we're going to hold this position for a couple of seconds. We're going to do it 3 times. Here we go. Slightly lift the knees off the floor and hold here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down and push back into child's pose and relax those arms around the sides and just breathe here. And now as we recover back to the tabletop position, let's go for our second hold. 3, 2, 1, and knees off. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to that child's pose position, this time with our arms outstretched in front of us. And back up to tabletop position for our final hold. Lifting the knees in 3, 2, 1, and up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to that child's pose. Arms either outstretched or by your sides, whatever you find more comfortable. And relax. One more breath. And back in that tabletop position. Now we're going to do cat and cow. So beginning with curving the spine, go into the cat position. Try to look at your belly button and suck your belly button up to the ceiling. And now pushing through, look up to the sky for cow. Squeeze those shoulders towards your bum. And now back to cat position. Squeeze your belly button to the ceiling. And back through to cow. We're going to do that one more time. And suck the belly button in. And back through to cow. So now, shake that all out, roll the head, roll the hips in one direction, and back the other direction, and back to your tabletop. Now we're going to take one hand and thread it through the hole. So I'm going to take my back hand and thread it through and rest on my shoulder, keeping the bum and legs at a right angle. Feel that stretch in your shoulder. Now if you want to, take the other hand up to the sky and you can wrap it round and grab the inside of your thigh, feeling that twist. And breathe here. And if you need to unravel your arm up to the sky, place that hand down on the mat and take the threaded hand up to the sky to twist the opposite direction. And breathe here for a moment. And back down to tabletop. We're going to take the other hand and thread it through. Now as you can see from the back, the top hand can go up to the sky and wrap around the body, grabbing inside that thigh. Twisting the shoulder open. And hold here. And as you untie, the arm goes back up to the sky and place that hand on the mat as you unravel and reach up with the other hand. Feel that unwind in the spine and breathe. Now placing that hand back onto the floor, push back into child's pose and stretch out those shoulder blades. Now slowly walk your hands towards your knees and roll up through every vertebrae in your back. Now I'm going to face the front while we do some arm stretches. I'm going to take one arm, cross it across the body and use the other arm to pull it into the chest. You should feel the stretch down your shoulder and just hold this here for a few moments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to let go of that arm and swing it all the way up and over and feel that stretch. Pull that elbow back. You should feel the stretch down the front of your arm. Hold that stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bing bong. Follow with the other arm. Now release your arms and shake it off. Now last position that we are going to do on the floor, we're going to go into a 90-degree angle and we're going to walk our hands down into this position. Feel the stretch in your shoulders and hold. Three, 2, 1. Now as you slowly walk your hands into your knees, curve that spine and your head will be the last thing to come up as you lean backwards and either grab your back or your heels and feel that back stretch. And hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll up slowly through the spine and walk your hands back into the forward position. We're going to repeat this twice more and hold. And slowly walk those hands in, rolling up the spine. And we go back. Remember, hands on the bum or hands on the feet. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling up. And last time, crawl those hands forward and relax. And slowly walking those hands in, rolling up through the spine. And last time, arching backwards. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll back up and take child's pose to stretch out that back. You can take your knees as wide as you need to. And breathe. Now as we come back to tabletop position, tuck your toes, jump your feet in and roll up slowly through the spine. We're going to take a couple of breaths, breathing in, reach up to the ceiling, palms touch. And breathe out as you bring hands through heart center. And breathing in. Palms touch. Hands down and breathing out through heart center. Now give it a shake off as we go into our vinyasa. So this is our first of 2 flows. Stand at the back or at the front of your mat. So we're going to breathe in. Palms touch. And dive down. Full fold. And half hold. Hands on your knees, on your thighs. And relax, full fold. Step or jump your feet back to plank position. And slow press into the floor. Pull yourself through into upward dog. And push back into downward dog. Walk your feet in downward dog and feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Now we're going to bend the knees and rise onto the toes and push back and straighten the legs, pushing those heels into the floor. And one more time, bend and stretch. Now we're going to flow into plank position and lift one leg. So as I lift the back leg, I'm going to hold that plank position for 3, 2, 1, and place the foot on the floor. Now taking the other leg, hold that in the air for 3, 2, 1, and replace that foot on the floor, pushing back into downward dog. And breathe. Now from here, flow to plank and lifting that first leg again off the floor. And breathe. We're going to cross that knee and touch the opposite elbow and push back. And again, and push back. And last time, and bring that foot between the hands and place the back knee on the floor. And breathe. Now slowly as you bring your body up, arms to the sky, and lean back. Hold 3, 2, 1, and recover. Hands to heart center, and we're crossing that over the front knee. And twist. And hold it here. Woo! And we're coming back to center and up. Now we're going to flow forwards and backwards. Forwards and back. And forwards and back. And forwards. And this time, turn that front foot out and push that knee out to the side, feeling that stretch in the inner groin. If you want to from here, place your elbows on the floor and hold, or wherever you are comfortable. If this is easy, you may tap the back toe and lift that knee off the floor. This may be something that you can get after a few practices, but just hold wherever you can feel it. And breathe. And replacing that knee to the floor. Recover to your hands. Turn the foot back in and place hands either side to stretch back. Flexing that front foot. And hold. 3, 2, 1, and sitting up. We're going to bring this front leg in and make a right angle at the front and a right angle at the back, and we're going to turn to the side. So we now have a right angle directly forward and our back leg coming out the back. We're going to lean into this stretch and stretch out that groin and just hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Turning back to that plank, come forward and replace the feet. We're going to do a vinyasa, press down, swim your body forwards, keeping the legs off the floor. And push up into downward dog. Now from here again, we're going to flow into plank. And we're taking the other foot off the floor, ready to bring that knee to the opposite elbow. And pull that knee in and back. 2 more. In and back. Last one. In, and this time place that foot through, putting the back knee on the floor. Feel that stretch. Now lifting our hands up to the sky, into a slight back bend, and breathe. Now as we recover, hands down into heart center, and cross that elbow over the front knee, twisting, and breathe. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Hands on the hips. We're going to flow back and forwards and back and forwards. Last time, back and forwards. Turning that front foot out, we're going to push that knee out to the side and feel the stretch in the hip. Again, if you want to go down onto your elbows, please do, and hold that stretch. For those of you who would like to, tuck your back toe and lift that back knee and hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to replace that knee, bring our hands back onto the floor and turn that front knee back in. Place your hands either side of the foot and stretch back with a flexed front foot. Feel that stretch and breathe. 3, 2, 1, and rolling up through your body. Bring that front knee to your right angle, back knee to your right angle. Now turn your body a quarter. So we have our front leg forward and our back leg behind us. From here we're going to push into that groin and feel that stretch in those insides of our legs and hold. This can be very painful, just breathe through the stretch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Replace that foot, hands down, back into your plank for one final vinyasa. Press down, hold it, swim through, stretch out your back, and flow to downward dog. From here we're going to slowly walk our feet towards our hands, try and keep those legs as straight as possible. And when they finally reach the front of the mat, forward fold and bend those knees and roll up through your spine. We're going to take 2 breaths here, breathing in, reach up to the sky, palms touch, hands down to heart center on the exhale, and again breathing in, palms touch, and exhale as the hands come down into our next vinyasa. Breathing in, palms touch, and flow down to the floor, full fold. Half hold lift, hands on the knees or the thighs, and full fold. Jump or step your feet back into plank. Full vinyasa. And back to downward dog. We're going to take one leg and lift it to the sky and bring it straight through between the hands. Turning our body to the side into a straddle and feel that stretch in the center. Put your hands above your head if you like. And hold here for a few breaths. And breathe. Reaching your hands out and tucking them under the sides of the feet. Bend your elbows and pull your head towards the floor. And hold here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands on the hips and flat back up to standing. Now we're going to turn that front foot out, arms to second and into our warrior two. Hold this position. We're going to flow, turning that hand up to the ceiling, reaching forward and reach back. And flow through center and reaching forward. And through center and reaching back. And through center and reaching forward. Last time, through the center, reaching back. And really reach this last time all the way forward and rest that knee on your knee, elbow on your knee. Placing that right hand on the floor next to your right foot, reach up to the sky and open those shoulders. If you want to, reach that top hand round and bind that hand under the leg, keeping space between your waist and your leg. Pull away and look up to the sky. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And straighten that front leg, feel that stretch down the front. And breathe. And as we bend that front leg again, recover up to warrior two and back to second with our arms behind our back. We're going to bind our hands behind our back like so and go forward into our forward fold, letting our arms fall over our shoulders. And breathe here. If you want to make it harder, try and close the gap between your hands, the palms of your hands touching, and breathe. And slowly rise from here. Turning that front foot out, we're going to go into the lunge and we're going to put our shoulders on the inside of the front knee and breathe here for a few breaths. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. Arms to warrior two and windmilled back down to plank. Pushing from here back into downward dog. Take your other leg up to the sky and through in between your feet. Turning to the other side, and this time we're going to reach over to the right leg and feel that stretch, pulling yourself into that leg. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving through center, over to the other leg. Pull yourself in and feel that stretch. Holding here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to the center, hands on our hips and flat back, lifting up back to center. Turn that front foot out and bend the knee into warrior two. Into our flows, top hand forward, up and reaching back. And flowing through center, lunge forward. And through the center, flow back. Center, flow forward. And last time, center, reaching back. And center, all the way forward. If you want to put that hand on the floor next to your foot and reaching up to the sky. Now you'll see the bind from behind. We're going to take that top arm and wrap it round our back. Reaching through with the other hand. Grip hands and pull yourself away from that bottom leg. 3, 2, 1. Now straighten that front leg and feel that stretch and release. Hold in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now as we plie back into that front leg, come up to warrior 2 and recover to second position. Hands once again binding behind our back and forward fold. Remember to make this harder, keep your palms touching behind your back and feel that stretch. And 3, 2, 1, recover. Turn that front foot out for the last time and lunge into that leg. Turn your body forward and lean forward with your shoulders on the inside of the knee. And hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recovering back up to warrior 2 and windmill back down into that plank for our final vinyasa. Hold your high plank and plie down nice and slowly. Once you reach the bottom, hold for a few seconds and pull through into upward dog. Feel that stretch. From here, bum up into downward dog and take a few last breaths in this position. And as we bend our knees, jump our feet between our hands and roll it out on your back. And one more time. And now for the last bit, we're going to stretch out our body on the mat. So laying down on your back, make yourself feel that comfortable position. And we're going to take our first knee into our chest and hug it in tight. Try and keep your bottom knee straight and point those toes. You can roll your feet round in a circle. And reverse. Now with that top knee, we're going to take it over our body and look to the opposite side. The aim is to keep the shoulder on the floor and the knee on the floor. And breathe. And 3, 2, 1, and recover back to center. Taking that other knee into the chest. Squeeze that there as we do our feet in circles. And a couple more, and change direction. Once again, taking that top knee and crossing it over our bodies. Keep the back shoulder on the floor. Look towards the hands and breathe. And 3, 2, 1, and recover back to center. Hugging those knees into our chest, rock side to side, and feel that release. Now placing both feet on the floor, take one leg up and cross it over the leg that is still touching the floor. We're going to reach our hands through and grab that thigh and pull that leg in as far as we can. You should feel the stretch in the bum cheek of the leg that is bent on top. So really feel that stretch and try to relax into it. We're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release back to both feet on the floor. Take the other leg up to the sky and cross it over. Lifting off, reach your hands through the loop and pull that leg in, feeling the stretch once again in the bum cheek of the leg that is on top. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And for our last position, my favourite, is the plough. Slowly we're going to roll our body and put our knees over our heads. So we'll start with our toes touching the floor and bend the knees. The aim of this is to get your knees on the floor either side of your head. So if you start with your toes and then slowly bring your knees in, like so. So if you touch the toes, if this is okay, bend the knees and try and place them beside your head and hold. If you can, clasp your hands and squeeze them behind your back. And as you release, slowly roll down your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, feeling it completely relaxed and outstretched. As you come into your final position, laying on the mat. Now for the last few minutes, we're going to do Shavasana. Find a comfortable position, whether that's with your legs bent, whether that's with your legs straight, hands facing up to the sky. Close your eyes and try not to move. The more still you are, the better this is for the body. Now Shavasana is to relax the mind and rejuvenate the body, which is very important, especially at a time like this. So take these few minutes to just completely lay on the floor, forget about anything that's going on, and completely surrender to the moment and relax. So we're going to lie here for a couple of minutes and breathe. Now as you lie in Shavasana, thoughts will be coming into your mind. Just let them come, and when you realise that they are there, let them go. Be aware of your thoughts. Any negativity, let it go in this moment. Think of something that makes you happy, whether that be a person, a place, something you're looking forward to in the future. And just fester on that positive mood. And as you slowly bring movement into your fingers and your toes, stretching your arms and legs out. Feel that extension and slowly make your way, rolling onto one side into the fetal position. And lay here for a couple more breaths. And when you're ready, slowly make your way to a seated position to finish off the class all together. Whether that's cross-legged, eyes open, eyes closed, whatever you prefer. And all together we're going to slowly breathe in, reaching our arms up to the sky, breathe in, palms touch, and breathe out on an exhale. And we're going to do that 2 more times, breathing in. Palms touch, hands down through heart center. And last time, breathing in, hands touch at the center, and pulling those hands past your mind, past your lips, past your chest, into heart center. Namaste.